Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki. Thank you so much for clicking. So I wanted to go over today, and I do apologize. I am stuffy. My chest has congestion, so I am sorry. And I got the runny nose. I apologize. But I wanted to talk about the civil lawsuit that has came out that the Petitos filed against the Laundries. And that is because I feel like my opinion is a lot different than others. And I want to share what I think. And I haven't read through the court papers yet. I'm going to do it on here. But I didn't do it because I wanted to go ahead and give my opinion about what we know publicly about the whole situation. And then see once I read the papers. Because from my understanding in these court papers, there's a lot of stuff that the public didn't know. So that could possibly change how I feel about this situation. And I want to hear what you guys think, why you think that. I just want to hear like the reasoning and why you feel like you do. So, sorry, let me pause 1 second. Sorry, guys. So, the Petito family filed a $30,000 civil lawsuit against the Laundries. From my understanding, claiming that they knew what had happened to their daughter, that they tried to hide Brian. I think I even seen somewhere they said that they tried to like let him go on the run or help him go on the run or something. Okay, and that's if you believe that they knew what had happened. And my opinion is I do believe that they knew what their son did. However, and I know this is probably not a popular opinion, but I feel like there were two young, lives lost. It was a horrible, senseless tragedy. And two families have been ripped apart and had to bury their children. And that's something I can't say that I understand or, I don't know that pain. I mean, that is some unimaginable pain that I hope and I pray I never have to experience or ever have to deal with in my lifetime. And that's going for the Laundries families too, as horrible as his actions were, is monstrous. And he took this young girl who had so much life left in her, who could have went on and done so much, and that was completely ripped away by his actions. I get that, but to the Laundries family, that's their baby boy, and I think it's going to be tough. Because morally, yes, it's absolutely wrong. They should have gave him up. But I'm thinking that their thought process was probably that it had already been done. Them going to the police wasn't going to change the outcome of what had already happened. Sure, it would have not prolonged the Petito's family suffering, and that's where the whole moral thing comes in. I just feel like maybe they were trying to just hold on to him as much because they knew what was going to happen. I don't know if they knew that he was going to do what he did, but they knew, he was going to go away for a long time. But that's my thoughts about everything surrounding the lawsuit. I mean, it's horrible. And, after this, because I don't think legally, I don't think it's going to go through. You have to prove that they knew. Like, there has to be factual evidence, and I'm not sure if there is some. Maybe there is. I don't know, but maybe there is. But I think it's going to be a tough case. The Laundries family put a statement out and said that, his clients were not obligated to say anything. And by law, I think that's true. Now, will laws change because of this? Probably so. It probably will. But I do want to go ahead and read what the lawsuit states. And bear with me because I have trouble seeing. I have my glasses that has little lights on it and the magnifying, but it'd probably blind you if I wore them. All right, so come now, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith by and through their undersigned counsel and file the within complaint against the defendant, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, and in support thereof, alleges as following. This is an action for damages that exceeds $30,000 exclusive of prejudgment, interest, cost, and attorney fees. And I don't even think, I'm thinking the Petitos, it's not even really about the money. It's just about the principle. That would be my guess. I feel like, and maybe they plan to take that money, and because I think they're doing things in their daughter's name, and maybe they plan to take that money and further that. I just don't know if they would want to have all this dragged up and prolonged. I would think that would just be more painful, but again, it's not my decision because I'm not in their shoes. I don't know. So I think venue is proper of Sarasota County, Florida, because the defendant reside therein. This court has jurisdiction. I can't say that word. The within matter of pursuant to FS 86.011 and FS 26.012. The plaintiff, Joseph Petito, is a resident of Vero Beach, Florida, and is the father of Gabrielle Petito, deceased. 5. Plaintiff, Nicole Smith, is a resident of Blue Point, New York, and is the mother of Gabrielle Petito. Defendants Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie are residents of Northport, Florida, and are the parents of Brian Laundrie, deceased. Filed, this is March 11th. I thought it was March 10th. Filed March 10th. Oh wait, today's 12. No, I'm pretty sure it was, does it say it on there? Because I thought it was the 10th that they filed this. Yeah, they filed 10th. I don't know why that said that. I thought that's what it said. All right, back to what I was doing. Brian Laundrie and Gabrielle Petito became engaged to marry on or about July 2nd, 2020. On July 2nd, 2021, Brian Laundrie and Gabrielle Petito left New York in a van owned by Gabrielle Petito to take a trip to the western United States, which was expected to last for several months. Prior to the trip taken by Gabrielle Petito and Brian Laundrie, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith and Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie had a cordial relationship. Gabrielle Petito, in hopes of becoming a travel influencer, a van lifer, and documents her cross-country travels on social media sites such as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. During the course of the informative trip, Gabrielle Petito called her family almost daily, including her parents, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith, and her siblings. The last communication that Gabrielle Petito had with Joseph Petito was on August 21st, 2021. The last communication that Nicole Smith had with Gabrielle Petito was on August 27, 2021. It is believed that on August 27, 2021, Brian Laundrie, Gabrielle Petito, the cause of her death was blunt force injuries to the head and neck with manual strangulation. It's hard. Gabrielle Petito was 22 years of age at the time of her passing. After Brian Laundrie did what he did, Gabrielle Petito, Brian Laundrie sent text messages back and forth between his cell phone and Gabrielle Petito's cell phone in an effort to hide the fact she was gone. Wow. On August 27, 2021, it is believed that Brian Laundrie sent a text to Nicole Smith in which he referred to Gabrielle Petito's grandfather, Stan, by name. Gabrielle Petito never called her grandfather by that name. It is believed and therefore averred that on or about August 28, 2021, Brian Laundrie advised his parents, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, that he had hurt Gabrielle Petito. On that same date, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie spoke with the attorney Steve Bertolone and sent him a retainer on September 2nd, 2021. See, I'm curious how they're going to prove that he sent that text to his parents. I wonder if there is proof. On August 30th, 2021, Brian Laundrie sent a text message from Gabrielle Petito's cell phone to Nicole Smith stating that there was no service in the Yosemite Park in an effort to deceive Nicole Smith into believing that Gabrielle Petito was still alive. He was just running around scattered on what he was going to do. On September 1st, 2021, Brian Laundrie returned to the home of his parents, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, driving Gabrielle Petito's van. After this point in time, there was no contact between Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith on the one hand and Christopher Laundrie and Roberta on the other. August 27, 2021 until September 19, 2021, when Gabrielle Petito's remains were found at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area in Wyoming, plaintiffs were extremely distraught and were attempting to locate Gabrielle Petito. While Gabrielle Petito's family was suffering, the Laundries went on a vacation to Fort DeSoto Park on September 6th to 7th, 2021. Does anyone know, was that trip, their little camping trip and stuff, was that planned? Did they already have that in plan, or is that something that happened after he came home? I'm not sure about that, and I'd really like to know that information. In an effort to avoid any contact with Nicole Smith on or about September 10th, 2021, Roberta Laundrie blocked Nicole Smith on her cell phone such that neither phone calls or texts could be delivered, and she blocked her on Facebook. You know how upsetting and crazy that would, like, on September 14, 2021, with the full knowledge that Gabrielle Petito had been by their son, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, through their lawyer, issued the following statement. It is our understanding that a search has been organized for Miss Petito in or near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming on behalf of the Laundrie family. It is our hopes that the search for Miss Petito is successful and that Miss Petito is reunited with her family. Wow. On September 16, 2021, attorney Richard Stafford, on behalf of Gabrielle Petito's family, issued a letter to Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie as following. We are writing this letter to ask you to help find our beautiful daughter. We understand you are going through a difficult time and your instincts to protect your son is strong. We ask that you put yourself in our shoes, and we haven't been able to sleep or eat and live our lives, and they're falling apart. We believe you know the location of where Brian left Gabby. We beg you to tell us. As a parent, how could you let us... God, that's hard. How could you let us go through this pain and not help us? As a parent, how can you put Gabby's younger brothers and sisters through this? Shoot. Gabby lived with you for over a year. She was going to be your daughter-in-law. How can you keep her location hidden? You were both at Jim and Nicole's house. You were both so happy that Brian and Gabby was engaged and were planning to spend their lives together. Please, oh my gosh, please, if you or your family have any decency left, please tell us where Gabby is located. Tell us if we are even looking in the right place. God, it's horrible. All we want is Gabby to come home. Please help us make that happen, despite the fact that Joseph Petito and Gabby Smith implored Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie to tell them if their daughter was alive and if she was okay or where her remains were located. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie refused to respond to either Joseph Petito or Nicole Smith or law enforcement. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie instructed that all contact were to be made through their attorney, Stephen Bertoloni, and he issued a no comment when we asked about Gabriella Petito's well-being. While Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith were desperately searching for the information concerning their daughter, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie were keeping the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie secret, and it is believed we're making arrangements for him to leave the country. And I'm curious of how they why they think that or how they know that too. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie knew the mental suffering and anguish of Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith, and knew that they could alleviate it, at least in part, such as mental suffering and anguish, by disclosing what they knew about the well-being and location of the remains of Gabrielle Petito, yet they repeatedly refused to do so. In doing so, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie acted with malice or great indifference to the rights of Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie exhibited extreme and outrageous conduct which constitutes behavior under the circumstances which goes beyond all possible bounds of decency, morals, and is regarded as shocking, atrocious, and utterly intolerable in a civilized community. And I agree. Like, I agree. As a direct and proximate result of the willfulness and maliciousness of Christopher and Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, Joseph Petito, and Nicole Smith had been caused to suffer pain, suffering, mental anguish, inconvenience, loss of capacity for enjoyment of life experienced in the past and experienced in the future. Whereas plaintiffs Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith respectfully request this honorable court to enter judgment in his favor against the defendants. So, I mean, I know, like, yeah, it's horrible, but I still have to stand with what I said in the beginning of this. Law, like, legally, I think it's going to be hard. I don't know. Maybe there's stuff that we don't know, we don't see. But let me know your guys' thoughts with everything going on in this case. Let me know below. Give this video a like, guys. I'd appreciate it. And leave me a comment. And subscribe if you haven't. That would be great. I would appreciate it. And hit the notification bell, because we never know. I don't have a set schedule here. What am I missing? Oh, yeah. And as always, until next time, stay safe. Guys, bye.